What's up, it's Rob over at Lift Positive Fitness. In today's video, we're going to talk about the dumbbell bicep curl. This is an exercise that if you walk into the normal gym, you're going to probably see a lot of people doing it, and often a lot of people doing it incorrectly. So there's three things that I want to coach you through to make sure that you're getting the most out of this exercise. So I'm going to grab a pair of dumbbells. I'm going to demonstrate sort of a few of the things that I see from folks as they go through these, and then the corrections that we're going to make from them. So the first one here, I'm actually going to turn to the side just so you can see a little bit better, is watching your elbows drift behind your back as you go through this curl. So if I've got my hand set up and I'm ready to go through a bicep curl, often we'll see people do something like this, where their elbows come way, way back as they go through this range of motion, and then come back down to the side, and then again they squeeze back here. And what we're seeing there is a big shortening of the range of motion. For you, when you go through a bicep curl, to get the most out of it, you want to have a full range of motion. And when that elbow drifts back and that shoulder kind of turns in, we really shorten up the range of motion that you get from that. So again, we want to make sure that those elbows stay in line with the middle of our body here as we go through that big contraction up and then back down. The second thing that we see from a lot of people, and usually this is dictated by either them being really fatigued or just grabbing too much weight, is a lot of body English or a lot of momentum, kind of where they swing to get the thing going and then back down and then swing again to get the next rep. And what I usually tell people is when it comes to bicep curls, the name of the game is tension for most people. Again, if you're trying to get those biceps to grow, the amount of weight is almost secondary to the amount of tension that you can generate there. So rather than using a lot of weight, we want to think about a nice long range of motion here where we get full extension at the bottom of those elbows and a full stretch in that bicep, and then all the way up with a big squeeze and then back down. As opposed to, like I said, throwing a lot of body English on there with big heavy weights. The last piece of the puzzle is, again, making sure that you're getting a really good contraction at the top. We want to think about a big squeeze, like you were showing off. Somebody says, hey, let me see your muscles. I want you to show off like you're flexing really hard. So when we get to the top position there, we're squeezing as hard as we possibly can and then lowering back down like we talked about tension there, maintaining some tension at the bottom before we get right back up. So those are the three cues that I go over with folks when we talk about doing a proper bicep curl with the dumbbells. I hope this helps you and that you get a lot more out of it. Take care.